welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be having a look at how to fix cam lean. If it's in the top of a split yoke system, you can easily just tighten one yoke side or the other yoke side, and that'll pull your cam one way or the other and straighten it up. What we're going to do today though is show you how to fix it if it's on the bottom cam or one that doesn't have a split yoke. So you can see on this bow we have a bit of cam lean in the bottom there. Get your straight edge or an arrow. If we put that arrow along the cam there, you can see that it's not parallel to the string at all. So what we want to do is we want to have the arrow sitting exactly parallel to the string. So you can see that cam's actually got a lean and it's leaning over that way. So to fix that lean, we're going to move the cam over that way. So it leans that way, we move the cam that way. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to pull the shims out of down the bottom here, and we're going to put a smaller shim on this side and a larger shim on this side, so it'll push the bow across. Now, a lot of times from factory, you're only going to have one or two different size shims in there, so you may have to buy some shims to do it. But we'll take it over to the workbench there, and we'll pull it apart, and we'll show you what the shims look like, and how we're going to move it across that way. Okay? Now, firstly, to be able to pull that cam off, we've got to pull the strings and cables off. So we put it in the press, we're going to press it, we're going to pull the strings off, and then we'll pull the limbs off the cam, and we'll show you where the shims are. Okay, so we got those limbs off the bow. Now I'll adjust the camera down, facing down, so you can have a look and see where the shims are. Okay, so we'll take the limb off there. Okay, and these are your shims. So we're going to be moving the cam. The cam was leaning across that way, so we're going to be moving the cam across this way. So we're going to take that shim out, and we're going to put a smaller shim in there. You can see the thickness of these shims. They come in all sorts of thicknesses, so you can get it the way you want it. So what we might do is get this shim that came out of this side, and we'll swap that with half of that size. So this is the shim here that we pulled out of the right hand side there, where we're going to be moving the cam towards. So we've had to break that shim down into 3 smaller shims to make up the same size. If you can see that. Yep, so those 3 shims. Righto, so the 3 shims equal the 1 shim. Now we want to make that shim smaller to move the cam over a bit. So we're going to take one of these small shims, and we're going to put it on to the other pile to go on the other side of the cam. So we'll start with just those 2 shims there. Put it onto the the right hand side of the axle of the bow. Then we'll put the cam back on. And then we'll put our other pile of shims that went on this side. Now limb back on. And now, because we've changed the size of those shims, that circlip should still fit in there, because we haven't added any thickness or reduced any thickness. Okay, so that's all back together. We'll put that on the bow, we'll go on the press, and then we'll see if it's straightened it up. Okay, so we've just put the strings and cables back on this bow. Now it's time to have a look and see how that cam lean is. So it's the bottom cam that we're trying to make sure is straight. So we'll get our arrow shaft, put it against the straight edge of the cam, and as you can see, that is now spot on. So what we did there was, we had to take the thickness of the shim out there and put it on this side, so the cam is leaning over that way. Now by moving the cam towards the lean, you straighten it up. Now if you have a Matthews bow, like in the lifts and that sort of thing, then they sell top hat kits, which is exactly the same thing. It's just shims that go in through where the axle is as well, but it's the same deal. If you've got cam lean going way, you shim it so the cam moves towards the lean. So on any brand, but you will have to get the right sort of shims. So if you've got a Bear, you'll probably have to get the shims from Bear. There's some of the PSE ones will fit Bear and vice versa, but a lot of places have their own axle thicknesses, so So you have to get the shim that fits those. If you have any hassles and you need to contact me about it, I can help you out. Just put a comment down below and I'll see if I can help you out, or give us a call at the shop and we'll help you out there. Okay, so hopefully that's helped you. If it did, hit the like and subscribe button. Also, put comments if you don't understand anything, or if you've got a better way of doing things. Leave a comment and let us know. And we'll see you in the next video.